Welcome to the channel Fate's Tapestry. Here you will hear the most moving and captivating stories about love and life. Support the channel, like and subscribe so you never miss a new story. Imagine surrendering to a man who owns everything except your secrets. What if one silk tie around your wrists unlocked not just desire, but a revenge that could topple his world? In this tale of velvet chains and hidden cameras, a maid's touch turns from service to seduction, and a billionaire's games reveal the ultimate betrayal. Will passion free her or bind her forever? Stick around for the shocking twist that no one sees coming. Happy listening! Sophia wiped the marble countertop in the sprawling, open-plan kitchen of Harrington Manor, the island gleaming under recessed lights like a stage waiting for its actors. At 38, she'd been the head housekeeper for 3 years, her days a rhythm of polished silver and folded linens in this suburban palace on the edge of the city. The air smelled of lemon polish and faint cigar smoke from the study. She paused, glancing at the clock. 8 p.m. Mr. Harrington, Alexander to the world, but Alex in whispers, was late from his board meeting again. God, what am I doing here? Sophia thought, her hands trembling slightly as she adjusted her crisp uniform, the black dress hugging her curves in a way that felt both professional and provocatively tight. Divorced 5 years ago, left with a small apartment and regrets, she'd taken this job for the pay, not the man. But Alex, tall, silver-streaked hair, eyes like storm clouds, he commanded rooms without a word. Last week, during a private tour of the wine cellar, his fingers had brushed hers, lingering. "You see too much, Sophia," he'd murmured, voice low and velvet. "That's dangerous." She shook it off, stacking glasses. Footsteps echoed from the foyer, heavy, deliberate. Alex entered, loosening his tie, jacket slung over one shoulder. "Evening, Sophia. Still here?" His gaze raked over her, not dismissive, but appraising, like she was a rare vintage. "Just finishing, sir." She kept her tone even, but her pulse quickened. He poured scotch, the ice clinking like a warning. "Join me." It wasn't a question. He slid a glass across the island. She hesitated, rules, boundaries, but the exhaustion in his eyes, the crack in the billionaire armor, pulled her in. One drink. Harmless. They talked. About the rain pattering on the floor to ceiling windows, the city lights twinkling beyond the manicured lawns. His laugh, rare and rough, made her stomach flip. "You know, Sophia, this house is a cage. Gold-plated, but still." He leaned closer, scotch on his breath. "What cages you?" Her cheeks warmed. "Life, mostly. Ex-husbands, bills." Honesty slipped out unbidden. His hand covered hers, warm, commanding. "Let me show you freedom." Before she could blink, he tugged her wrist, guiding her to the shadowed corner pantry. The door clicked shut. His lips found hers, urgent, tasting of oak and power. She gasped, pushing back half-heartedly, then melting as his fingers traced her collarbone. This is madness, her mind screamed, but her body arched into him, the uniform's fabric whispering against his shirt. He pulled away, eyes dark. "Tomorrow, my sweet, wear something accessible. A promise, a threat." Sophia fled to her quarters in the servants' wing, heart pounding. What have I done? But the thrill lingered, a forbidden spark. As she undressed, she noticed the small, red light blinking on the security camera in the hall, blind to her now, or so she thought. Little did she know, eyes watched, and plans were forming. 2 days later, Sophia stood outside Alex's master suite, the door a slab of dark walnut in the East Wing's hushed corridor. The mansion slept, but her nerves buzzed like live wires. "Walk away," inner voice urged. "He's your boss, a Harrington." But the memory of his kiss, possessive, unraveling, drew her hand to knock. Soft rap. Silence. Then, enter. The room was a study in opulence. King bed draped in silk, walls lined with abstract art that screamed old money. Alex lounged in an armchair by the fireplace, flames casting shadows that danced like secrets. He wore a half-unbuttoned shirt, sleeves rolled, a glass of wine in hand. "You came." Satisfaction curled his lips. I shouldn't have." She fidgeted with her apron, but he rose, closing the distance. "Yet here you are." His fingers untied her apron strings with deliberate slowness, letting it pool at her feet. Exposed, vulnerable, she felt the air thicken. He's toying with me, she thought, a mix of fear and fire. But when he pressed her against the door, his mouth claiming hers, resistance crumbled. Hands roamed, his on her hips, hers clutching his shoulders, as clothes shed like inhibitions. He led her to the bed, producing silk ties from the nightstand. "Trust me?" Eyes locked, she nodded, pulse thundering. He bound her wrists to the headboard, gentle but firm, whispering, "Let go, Sophia, all of it." The first touch, feather light across her skin, sent shivers. Then intensity built. Bites, caresses, commands that blurred pain and pleasure. This isn't just sex, she realized mid-gasp. It's control. His emptiness filling mine. He watched her reactions like a conductor, drawing out moans that echoed off the walls. Afterward, spent and unbound, they lay tangled. "You're different," he murmured, tracing her spine. "Not like the others." Vulnerability flickered in his voice. Widower, empire builder, alone at the top. She nestled closer, heart aching for him. "Maybe this is more." A week passed in stolen moments. Quick trysts in the library, his hand under her skirt during staff dinners. Sophia's world tilted, days blending service with seduction, but doubts crept. Why the cameras in every corner? One evening, dusting his desk, she glimpsed a locked drawer, faint scratches like frantic nails. Paranoia, she dismissed. Until, in the suite again, mid-kiss, his phone buzzed. He glanced, face hardening, then silenced it. Ex-wife trouble, always scheming. That night, as he slept beside her, Sophia slipped from bed, curiosity winning. The drawer yielded to a paperclip. Inside, a USB drive labeled Leverage. Her stomach dropped. Plugging it into his laptop, password guessed from overheard calls, videos played. Her, them, intimate angles from hidden cams, not just memories, edits, timestamps, notes, use against Victoria, alimony leverage. Betrayal hit like ice. He recorded us. For her ruin, not ours. Tears stung. She pocketed the drive, fleeing to her room. Game on, Alex. Revenge simmered, hot and sweet. But tomorrow, his son Ethan arrived home from college. Tall, brooding, with Alex's eyes, but none of the chill. Perfect timing. Ethan Harrington pulled up in his sleek Audi the next afternoon, tires crunching on the gravel drive. Sophia watched from the kitchen window, polishing silverware with mechanical precision. At 22, he was a carbon copy of young Alex. Dark hair tousled, jaw sharp, but softer around the edges, university idealism in his stride. Fresh meat, she thought bitterly, the USB burning in her pocket like a talisman. Last night's discovery replayed, Alex's calculated gaze during their gains, now tainted. He used me. Time to flip the board. "Miss Sophia!" Ethan's voice boomed as he entered, dropping duffels by the island. Broad smile, easy charm. "Dad said you'd fatten me up." He hugged her, brief, warm, smelling of rain and cologne. She laughed, genuine for the first time in days, pulling back to appraise. Lean build, green eyes sparkling with mischief. Innocent. Or is he? Dinner was family affair. Alex at the head, Ethan opposite, Sophia serving but invited to sit. Unusual honor. Conversation flowed, Ethan's business major tales, Alex's gruff pride. Under the table, Alex's foot nudged hers, a secret signal.
She met his eyes coolly, then turned to Ethan. "Tell me, Ethan, any girls breaking hearts at school?" Flirtatious lilt, testing waters. He blushed, fork pausing. "Nah, too busy with books. Girls want stability. Dad's the expert there." Sarcasm edged his tone, eyes flicking to Alex. Father-son tension hummed, unspoken. "Cracks already," Sophia noted, sipping wine. Later, clearing plates, Ethan cornered her at the sink. "You're not like the other staff. Dad talks about you. Differently." Her heart skipped. Does he? Leaning in, suds on her sleeves, she brushed his arm. "And what do you think?" Challenge in her whisper. He swallowed, gaze dropping to her lips. Hook set. That night, alone in her room, Sophia reviewed the drive's files. More videos. Not just hers, but Alex with others, timestamps linking to his ex's demands. Rage boiled, blackmailing her to keep the fortune. "I'm just collateral." But opportunity gleamed. Ethan, the heir, oblivious pawn. A few days later, during Alex's out-of-town trip, she invited Ethan for late coffee in the kitchen. Moonlight slanted through windows, casting silver on the island. They talked deep into the night, his pressures as Harrington Jr., her dreams deferred by circumstance. Wine loosened tongues, then hands. "You're beautiful, Soph," he breathed, pulling her close. Kiss tentative at first, then hungry. She guided him, experienced, to the pantry, an echo of her first with Alex. Clothes shed, bodies pressed against shelves, his youth fervent, uncalculated. This is power, she thought, nails digging into his back. No ties, no games, just raw, mutual unraveling. As dawn crept, Ethan stirred beside her on the guest room couch. "That was... wow." Grin boyish. She smiled, but inside plotted. Now to make Dad see. But as Ethan dressed, his phone lit. Text from Alex. "Home early. We need to talk." Cliffhanger chill. Had the cameras caught them too?
Alex returned that evening, storm clouds in his wake. Sophia bustled in the foyer, vase in hand, feigning normalcy. The USB was hidden in her mattress, a ticking bomb. Play the part, she coached herself. Ethan lounged in the living room, flipping channels, casual as sin. But his glance at her, heated, conspiratorial, nearly betrayed them. "Sophia?" Alex's voice sliced the air as he hung his coat. "A word." He steered her to the study, door shutting with finality. Oak-paneled walls, leather chairs, his domain. "Ethan seems settled." Probing eyes. She nodded, arranging books. "Good boy. Needs guidance." Tension coiled. He stepped closer, hand on her waist. "Missed you." Lips grazed her neck, familiar hunger. She stiffened, then leaned in, masking revulsion with moan. Let him think he owns this. They tumbled to the desk, papers scattering, his urgency masking something desperate. Ties appeared again, Byman her hands behind. "Say you're mine," he growled. Thrusts, punctuation to possession. "I am," she lied, eyes on the bookshelf camera, red light winking, recording this too. For what now? Pleasure warred with fury, her body betraying mind. Post-climax, he untied her, tender now. Victoria's lawyer called, demands more, that woman's poison. Bitterness laced his words. Leverage, she echoed silently. He confided fragments, divorce war, her affairs, as ammo. But Sophia saw truth. He'd built the arsenal. Later, nursing bruises, silk hidden, she sought Ethan in the home gym. He pounded a bag, sweat slicked. "Hey," she whispered, locking the door. "Your dad's back." His punch faltered. "And?" This time, slower, her initiating, hands exploring his unscarred skin. No dominance, just equality, whispers of yes and laughter amid asps. On the mats,
Entangled, he confessed. Dad's always controlling. Even Mom left because of it. Vulnerability cracked his facade. He doesn't know, she realized, about the recordings, the games. Guilt flickered. Am I using him? But revenge drowned it. For every tie, every lie. A month had passed in this dangerous dance. Alex's nights of structured ecstasy, Ethan's stolen afternoons of tender fire. Sophia balanced plates at family lunches, foot teasing Ethan's under table while Alex droned on stocks. But cracks widened. One afternoon, dusting the suite, she found another drive, labeled Ethan's Shadow. Heart hammering, she glimpsed files, old videos of Ethan as teen, partying, mistakes. Blackmailing his own son? To keep him in line? Horror twisted to resolve. No more. That evening, Ethan cornered her in the laundry room, arms pinning her to the dryer. I can't stop thinking about you. Kiss deepened, but she pulled back. Ethan, it's complicated. Tease of confession. His eyes searched. Tell me. Before words formed, Alex's voice boomed from hall. Sophia, upstairs, now! Command laced with edge. She followed, pulse racing. In the suite, he waited, cuffs on bed, eyes stormy. I know about you and him. Accusation hung. How? Cliffhanger. The game's afoot, and she's caught in crossfire.
The suite door slammed, sealing Sophia with Alex's fury. He paced, tie discarded like a shed skin. Don't deny it, the cameras don't lie. Her blood iced. He knew all along, but no, his face was thunder, not triumph. Ethan, my son, in my house. Jealousy warped his features, the billionaire unmasked as mere man. We, stammer failed. Deny, confess. Inner turmoil raged. He grabbed her arms, not gentle. Did he touch you like this? Demonstration rough, hands sliding under skirt, possessive reclaim. She twisted free, fire igniting. Like a toy? No, he sees me. Slap of truth stunned him. Pause, then he softened, pulling her close. I'm sorry. It's her, Victoria, poisoning my head. She left because I couldn't open. Confession spilled, loveless marriage, therapy abandoned, BDSM as crutch for control lost. Vulnerable Alex, she pitied fleetingly, but the drives burned in memory. Untie me from this, she whispered, echoing their games, or lose us both. He nodded, leading to bed, not for play, but talk. Hours blurred, his empire's loneliness, her divorce's scars. Dawn found them entwined, genuine for once. Maybe redemption? But as he slept, she swiped his phone. Texts to PI. Track Victoria's lovers. Leverage. Still scheming. Heart hardened. 3 days later, Ethan texted. Park? Need you. City Park near the estate. Benches under oaks, joggers blurring by. They met at dusk, her in jeans and sweater, incognito thrill. Dad suspects, he admitted, hand in hers, but I don't care, you're real. Picnic spread, wine, cheese from the kitchen. He kissed her palm. Run away with me? Temptation sang, leave the mansion, the mess, but revenge whispered louder. She drew him behind trees, skirt hiked, joining urgent against bark. Mark you as mine, thought amid moans. His youth poured out, no calculations, just need. Afterward, breathless, Sophia, I love. Shh, she silenced, mind whirling. Back home, Alex waited in study, scotch in hand. Where? Demand soft. She lied smoothly. Errands. His eyes narrowed, but he pulled her to lap. Stay tonight, no ties. Gentle lovemaking followed, rare equality. 2 men, 2 worlds. Which cage? A week waned. Sophia orchestrated. Accidental encounters, where Ethan caught glimpses, her laugh from Alex's wing. Seeds of jealousy sown. One night, post-Alex tryst, she forgot a scarf in Ethan's room. He found it,
sniffing fabric like addiction, fuel the fire. But paranoia grew. Extra cameras, a shadow in hall. Climax brewed at family dinner. Alex raised toast. To legacy. Eyes on Ethan, then her, charged. Ethan coughed wine, foot brushing hers. Air crackled. As plates cleared, Alex pulled her aside. I saw the drive missing. What do you know? Confrontation loomed. Now or never. Cliffhanger. Her hand trembled on the doorknob. Reveal or seduce deeper?
Sophia's fingers whitened on the study knob, Alex's question hanging like smoke. The drive? I cleaned. Lie thin. But his laugh barked, disbelieving. Sophia, you're no fool. Those files? My insurance. He circled her, predator grace. Victoria wants half. I won't give it. Pity warred with scorn. Insurance? Blackmail. And me? Just another file? Voice cracked. He stopped, face crumpling. No, you're the only real. Hands cupped her face. Kiss desperate. She let it, then pushed. Prove it! Delete them! Hesitation. I can't. Not yet. Betrayal stung anew. She fled, slamming door. Enough! In her room, she copied the drive to phone. Evidence arsenal. Sleep evaded. Dreams tangled. Alex's ties. Ethan's tenderness. Morning brought Ethan to the kitchen. Early riser. Last night, yelling? Concern etched. She poured coffee, leaning close. Your dad. Complicated. His arm snaked waist. Leave him. Us. Bold now, post-park passion. She turned, lips brushing his. Maybe. Tease led to counterperch, her legs wrapping him. Quick, heated, forks rattling as rhythm built. Ethan, my weapon! His release came with whisper. I'll fight for you. Guilt nod post-climax, boy's heart online. But resolve steeled. 2 weeks trickled. Alex's games resumed, edgier now. Whips now, her no turning to yes under spell. Addict, she cursed self. Ethan bolder. Notes slipped in laundry, midnight visits to her wing. Triad teetered. Turning point, Alex's gala. Black gown loaned, silk clinging like sin. Ethan escorted her down grand stairs, arm possessive. Alex's eyes darkened over champagne flutes. Son, careful with staff. Venom sweet. Dinner dances. Ethan twirled her, whispers hot. Alex cut in, grip bruising. He's a pup. I'm the wolf. Back home, post-party haze, Alex summoned to suite. Show me loyalty. Cuffs clicked, but, mid-scene, door creaked. Ethan, drunk brave. Dad? Sophia? Horror tableau. Her bound, Alex frozen. What the? Chaos erupted. Ethan lunged, Alex shoved. Sophia freed herself, robe clutched. Stop! Both! Truth tumbled. Alex records everything, blackmails her. Your mother too? Drive waved like flag. Alex paled. Lies! Ethan snatched it, storming out. I'll see for myself. Father roared after. Sophia collapsed, tears hot. Broke it all. Hours later, Ethan texted. It's true. God, Soph, meet me. Garage, now. Midnight rendezvous, his car, engine humming escape. But as she slid in, headlights flared. Alex's Bentley blocking. Trapped. Cliffhanger. Choose, Alex bellowed from the shadows. Him or the Empire?
Headlights pierced the garage like accusatory eyes, Alex's silhouette looming from Bentley. Ethan gunned engine, tires squealing, but gates wouldn't budge, remote locked. Dad, move! Youth's defiance cracked. Sophia's heart hammered, caught in beams. My chaos, my choice. Alex approached, face granite. Ethan, inside, now. Command brooked no. Son hesitated, glancing her, plea in eyes. She nodded subtly. Go. I'll handle. Ethan stormed past, shoulder-checking father. Door slammed distant. Alone with Alex, air electric. You poisoned him. Venom dripped. She laughed, hysterical. Me? You built this hell. Drive thrust forward. Watch your sins. He snatched, but she held firm. Struggled brief, his strength winning, yet she need, breaking free. Delete it, or I send to Victoria and the press. Stalemate. He deflated, shoulders slumping. Fine. Laptop fetched from car, files erased, watched, agonizing. Why, Sophia? I loved you. Word hung, first admission. Love? Twisted. Pity softened her. You used me, like her. Dawn broke as they parted. Awkward hug, his whisper, stay. For him? She fled to room, collapsing. Empire crumbles? Day blurred. Ethan avoided her, eyes wounded at breakfast. Alex, business as usual, but glances lingered. Regret? Afternoon, Ethan caught in the library. You played us. Hurt. Raw. No, him. You. I fell too. Confession spilled. Revenge birthed real feeling. He softened, pulling her to stacks. Books tumbled as they kissed, fierce, forgiving. Then fight with me. Hands roamed, urgency healing. On Persian rug, slow join, her guiding, him learning. Us against world. But evening shattered idyll. Victoria arrived, unannounced, elegant Venom in heels, clicking foyer. Alex, darling, missed my alimony? Smirk at Sophia dusting nearby. New toy? Alex stiffened. Ethan glowered from the stairs. Mother. Cold reunion. Dinner forced, tension knife sharp. Victoria probed. Housekeeper? How quaint! Eyes on Sophia, knowing? Post-meal, she cornered Sophia in the powder room. She records all. Smart girl, steal the tapes? Ally or trap? I did, and more. Alliance sparked. Help me bury him. Victoria's laugh tinkled. Deal! Plot hatched. Leak remnants to the board. Topple Alex. But as women schemed, Ethan entered. Overheard. Mom, Soph. Betrayal tripled. Whose side? Cliffhanger. He backed away, door clicking shut. You're all monsters.
Ethan's retreat echoed like gunshot, library door sealing his flight. Sophia chased, Victoria's let him go ignored. Hallway empty. Garage? She burst in, Audi peeling out, taillights fading. Lost him. Text flurry. Wait. Explain. No reply. Heart fractured. Alex found her slumped on hood. What did you do? Accusation flipped. She whirled. Us. This family. Rotten core. He grabbed shoulders, shake gentle. Fix it. For me. Plea in eyes. Broken king. Can I? Night dissolved in sweet. Not games, but solace. Bodies soothed wounds. His murmurs. I was empty before you. Love's ghost? Morning. Ethan gone. Note. Need space. Truth hurts. Mansion hollowed. Days dragged. Sophia mechanical. Dusting ghosts. Victoria called. Board meeting tomorrow. Leak ready? Hesitation. Betray fully? But Ethan's silence screamed yes. Prep frenzy. Edited files. Alex's worst. Anonymized. Victoria's touch. Make it personal. Eve of. Ethan returned. Unannounced. Duffel thumping foyer. Talk. Kitchen island. Coffee steaming. Mom's poison too? Hurt-laced. She confessed all. Drives, seduction, revenge. To free us. He listened, face storming. You used my heart. Pause. Then, but I get it. Dad's a cage. Hand over hers.
Forgiveness tentative. Spark reignited. Lean in, kiss salt-tinged. Prove it's real. Counter. Again, but tender. Eyes locked, rhythm synced. Redemption here? Clothes pooled, his whispers. Stay. No empires. But dawn brought Victoria. Early, files in purse. Ready? Intrusion shattered. Ethan, shirtless, from hall, froze. What files? Panic. Sophia stalled. Nothing. Lie cracked. He grabbed purse, spilling USB. This? After. Betrayal, tsunami. You lied. Stormed out again. Alex entered, sensing. Meetings today. Board calls. Ultimatum vibe. Victoria smirked. Leak or lose? Sophia clutched counter. Choose love, revenge, or both? Cliffhanger. Phone buzzed. Ethan's text. Leaving for good. Goodbye. Finger hovered. Send or delete.